Fourth-ranked Hawaii hosts number 19, the St. Louis Billikens of the Atlantic 10 Conference. So when you look at this Hawaii team, some people are saying, boy, number 4 is a little too high. What do you think?
I think number 4 might be just about, maybe it's a little high.
Kai Hui, that goes to Otineru, block back Otineru with the save. Getting the ball over is Danielson. Roth out to McLeod. Big block, Kaufman there. The ball dug up by McLeod, chased down by Roth. And that's blocked by Kaufman. Off the hit by Dino. 5-0, Hawaii. Serving again is Funky. Ball is hit to Kaufman. Barons with the save, ball hit over by Roth. Saved by Otineru, they go outside to Danielson. She just has a tip shot. Funky is 6'1" senior. Hometown product from St. Louis, Missouri. Step out, Kaufman. We're tied at 13. Another lollipop serve. Otineru, Farrell. That's off the block, that's saved but out. And you get the impression now, you get the impression for the first time that Hawaii is hitting uphill.
I'll tell you something, Dave Shoji's final words of practice yesterday, as I listened to him give his team some words of inspiration, was, I can't tell you how good this team is. Please, respect them.
Otineru serves. Dug in the air by McLeod. Here's Roth. Back to McLeod. She hits it off the block. Mafua is there. Chased down by Kai Hui. Hit by Farrell. Count the rows. Serving Otineru. That ball is hit in the air by Barons. And Funky gets it across. Mafua goes to Farrell. Little tip shot, and it works. Serving again, Otineru. Hawaii leading 17-14. That's an ace. Just inside the back line. Gets it in. Roth outside. That goes to Boken. Ball is hit over double-handed by Daniels. Here's McLeod. Off the fingertips, saved by Otineru. And then hit over by Farrell. Roth outside it goes. That's off the block, but saved by Danielson. Mafua joust. That goes off Bla'a. Roth double hands it over. Hawaii with the advantage, waiting. Mafua, Hewitt. Hewitt hit that right over Boken. Brandt to serve again. Stephanie Brandt, that's an ace. Gets it in. Kai Hui, Mafua, Danielson with just the tip. Danielson again with the tip. So it's aloha ball for Hawaii here in this first game. They lead at 24-21. Serving will be Danielson. Danielson's got to get this one in. She's off the tape. That's a good save by Blaha. Outside it goes to Dino, and Dino hits the ball out. Hawaii wins the first game, 25-21.
Not the most stellar performance for Hawaii, even though they hit 343 in the first game. Not the most stellar performance. Defensively, 15 digs, but just did not play sharp, in my opinion.
Konani Danielson, does she look 100% to you?
Well, from what I saw that game, she did not look 100%. Everybody says that she's okay and everything. She warmed up fine. But, you know, I just looked to me like she didn't have the same lift, the same explosion. But maybe she's saving herself, conserving herself. She's got, you know, she ended up getting some kills, but none of them were the usual high-powered kills we used to see. She's got 4 kills.
Roth serving outside to Farrell. That'll be returned by St. Louis. McLeod in the air by Otineru. To Danielson. Danielson took something off. That'll be returned by McLeod. Kaufman is there. Mafua. Otineru. St. Louis, the way they're playing here in the second game, even though they lost the first game, you can see them gaining in confidence. Farrell to Mafua. Hewitt again. That ball went right by Blaha. Serving is McLeod in the air by Kai Hui. Here's Danielson. Again, Danielson not really ripping. High floater. Kai Hui, Mafua. There's Kaufman. A ball dug up by Boken. An overpass. Otineru hits it over. Ball comes back. Otineru again. Double hands it into the far corner.
The second time she's done that in 2 weeks. You know, backyard volleyball.
Bonke again serves. Kai Hui, Mafua. Kai Hui gets it across. Advantage Billikens. Roth goes outside. Boken off Mafua. Hawaii now trails by 4. Stephanie Brandt will come in to serve.
Brandt, the UCSB transfer after 1 year at Santa Barbara. Led Hawaiian Aces her sophomore year.
Serving. That ball is dug up by Boken. Put over by McLeod. Good diving dig by Brandt. Hit by Danielson. And she gets it into the corner. Serving is Boken. High floater goes to Otineru. Mafua. Danielson. Danielson hits it off the block. That time she did it with more force. Waiting for it is Mafua. Oh, what a hit by Danielson. Hello. Hello. We've been waiting for Danielson. Brandt serving, tied at 21. That ball goes in. Outside to McLeod. In the air by Otineru. Mafua to Danielson. Yes. Big serve here for Brandt. Gets it in. Dug up by Boken to Roth. McLeod gets it over. Saved by Kaufman. Saved by Mafua. And the ball is blocked by Hewitt.
Check out this effort right here by Stephanie Brandt.
St. Louis trying to take it to extra play. Serving is Bokens. Danielson, Mafua, Danielson! That gets down. And Hawaii wins the second game, 25-23. Mafua serving again. Here's Frankie. That's in the air by Danielson. Some confusion right in front of the net. 3 players went after the first ball. That gets the quick attention of Dave Shoji. Roth sets up Frankie, goes cross court. That's popped in the air by Ka'aihui. Mafua, double hit. Roth will serve for St. Louis. Lally pops it over. Ka'aihui, Mafua, Otineru. That's off the block. In the air by Danielson. Mafua, little confusion. Kaufman gets it across. Hawaii playing with great uncertainty now. Ball is hit over by Dino. That ball is saved by Ka'aihui. Mafua goes to Otineru, and she hits it long. Hits it long. Now St. Louis leads by 5.
Hawaii's offense almost non-existent. 5 kills, 5 errors, hitting 0-0-0.
Ball is hit by Dino. She hits it long. Service error. Serving is Mafua. Here's Roth. Roth sets up McLeod. And it's game point now for St. Louis.
It's so unorthodox the way that St. Louis runs that play. McLeod's, an outside hitter who lines up in the middle of the back row. She's a front row player, and she asks for like a high 2 set in the middle, like a second tempo set. Hawaii's used to blocking the first tempo sets.
Banke serving. Dug up by Lee, chased down by Mafua. Ball is hit over by Kashopo. Right here, McLeod, and it is over. St. Louis defeats Hawaii 25-19 in the third game. Kaufman gets it over. Roth outside. And right there was Funky. Funky blasts it off the Hawaii block, and we're tied at 1.
Aneli did not have her normal push off there. Normally she would have gotten that ball. Ball's in the air a long time.
Funky serves, dug up by Ka'aihui, waiting for it. Mafua. And there's Otineru. That ball will come back. Otineru puts it into the corner. Brandt continues to serve. Barons to Roth. Hit over by Boken and hit long. Hawaii leading 10-2. Here's Brandt. What a run by Brandt. That ball shanked. That's an ace. Gets it in. Dug up by Otineru. Goes to Kaufman. And Kaufman. Interesting.
There's
a choreography that time.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was great choreography.
But Roth is there. They go to McLeod. Pancake dig Kaufman. Hewitt hitting the ball across his Lee. Here's Dino. In the air by Kaufman. Chased down by Mafua. Farrell hits it off the block. It's shanked to the side. Great save over there by McLeod. They go to Hewitt. No, excuse me, not Hewitt. Kashopo. Corinne Kashopo sets up.
Forsythe.
No, now it's Forsythe.
Forsythe in the middle.
So they put in Forsythe.
How about the defense by
for blocking?
Kaufman?
Yes.
And there's Forsythe to end it.
So Alexis Forsythe just slips into that front row. Kaufman serves it into the net, pounds the floor in frustration. But that's Kaufman. 24-14.
Nobody wanted that ball served in the court more than Kaufman.
Funky serves. What a match she's had. Dug up by Kaihui. Mafua. Little push over by Otineru. Saves as the ball comes back. Mafua to Farrell. Farrell, tough angle. But right there is Boken. Ball is hit over by McLeod. That's a point for St. Louis. Off the bench again. Dave Shoji shouting encouragement. 24-15. Served by Funky. Dug up by Kaihui. Mafua sets up Otineru. That's off the block, but that will be returned. Ball goes outside to McLeod. That's off Kaihui. Waiting for it is Lee. Lee to Farrell. She turns, gets it over. Roth is there. Outside it goes to McLeod. Saved by Lee. Diving dig. Mafua. Farrell. Finally, Farrell, for all of her trouble,